Welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things planning, journaling and stationeries. I am currently back in Tokyo and enjoying my hometown. And today's video I'm sharing some goodies that I found in my old closet. So currently I am very obsessed with Traveler's Notebook. This actually came from my parents' house too because I had bought it like 10 years ago. My Traveler's Notebook still has Midori logo. The current one, they have changed the company name, so it would have Traveler's Company at the back. But this one is a classic old one, and this came from my parents' house to my current house last year, toward the end of last year, and I started loving it again. So I thought there are some goodies that I left in my closet. So I'm going to start sharing from Traveler's Book related things. So here they are. This is my very old Traveler's Notebook passport size. This is also Midori, so more than 10 years ago, I think. If I'm not mistaken, this is the very first Traveler's Notebook that I got, and then I also got passport size a bit later. To be honest, at that time, this was a bit too big for me to carry around as my daily everyday goal. So then this came into my life, and I think to this day I really like the size. There's something special about this mini size, but this one's been looks a bit nice and old. And I am debating whether to take this home because I did purchase a Kyoto edition during my Kyoto visit. I have made a video specifically for my Kyoto visit, so if you haven't seen it, please check from the link above. But so yeah, so I have my Kyoto edition, so I am debating whether to take this back or not. But seeing it again and seeing how they are nicely aging, I do feel like taking this back home too. So I do need to think about how I'm going to use the Kyoto one and this one, but it is pretty brown cover. And then when I found this, I also found this one. Already probably used the band. I don't really like using the band to connect two notebooks because it makes it difficult to write in. But since I am starting or restarting using this standard size, I might as well take this just in case if I feel like doing something about it. And then I also found this old stickers. I think this one specifically, I bought it when the Narita Airport Traveler's Factory opened, when I visited for the first time. Oh, maybe that's when I purchased this one too. But I really like this Fly to the World. I think this is pretty. I haven't used it forever, so I should take this and start looking some nice usage for it rather than getting dusty in the closet. And I also found this one, which I had completely forgotten, that when Turner's painting came to Tokyo, I think they collaborated and made a few collaborated items. I don't know what other things that they had. They might have had some, I don't know, washi tape or some refills. I have no idea, but I do remember getting this pretty golden sticker, and I guess I used it onto like the front cover of the refill that I was using at the time. But the second one was still sitting here and it's still very pretty and beautiful, so I'm gonna take this 2 stickers home so that they will find some, oops, it isn't going, so that they will find some nice usage. And what I've been looking, or what I've been thinking of taking it home, and I did find, is this one. Look, isn't this pretty? This is surprisingly from 2014, so literally 10 years ago. And it looks like boarding pass, but it's the plastic thing we write on it. So most of Travelers Company's refills are blank pages, like the MD paper one or the one that come with the cover. So I feel like I needed this grid to write on. And I do remember this being super, super pretty. Well, it actually means 2014 is the time when I got this one. So literally this is 10 years old. It's been sleeping for quite a long time, but yeah, I'm taking this back and start making use. And something that I wanted to share as this very old 10-year-old collections, I also found this. This is a plastic, how do you call it, this card folder thing for the standard size. I found this cover with this plastic thing together, but as you can see, with the months and years, it has already cranked up. I think this one is no longer, I'm not gonna take this, or actually maybe I should just discard it. It's the thing with the plastic that, yes, they age and then they get a bit sad compared to how the leather cover becomes gorgeous. So yeah, this is something I wanted to share. If you are thinking about getting this plastic thing, they are very affordable compared to other card folder thing lineup that they got, but they don't really last so long, or maybe 10 years is long. So on top of a traveler's notebook goodies that I found, I also found Hobonichi things, because I've been using Hobonichi for more than 10 years. And I did see so many already filled notebook, but this I am thinking of taking back home. This is from 2017. This is the first year I purchased Cousin for private usage. I have used Hobonichi Cousin for my work for quite a long time, but somehow this year, this was actually when my life was slowly changing, that I was getting married, quitting the job, leaving Tokyo to different parts of the world. As life was changing, I wanted to get something to document my life. So I started the year strong with Cousin, and I did enjoy for the first, let's see, for the first 4 months or so, even if it's not really perfectly filled in. And then toward the end of April, I started getting busy, I think. Well, I think I was very busy preparing for our wedding party, which happened in the end of April. And then it remains blank. And funny thing is, here, at last day of July, I'm saying studying Hobonichi again because it's been left forever. But only one writing's done, and then there's nothing. So it's pretty empty. So I am taking this back just for like a sample. I am now using Hobonichi A6, the half the size one, but I did debate whether to get Cousin or A6 when I was getting my first Hon. So I'm thinking of taking this one back just in case when there's a moment where I feel like, well, when I have an impulse of purchasing Hobonichi Cousin, I can come back to it and see, maybe test some pages if I want, because I don't want to just get them to go waste. And also, this is a good reminder for me that Cousin is quite huge, so unless I have like a proper idea how I want to use it, maybe I should not get it. So I am thinking of taking this. I don't know if I would take the cover because it really makes it chunky, but yeah, nice sample to take back home. And with regards to Hobonichi, I also found this plastic thing to write on. I don't know how you call it, this plastic thing that I've been using for quite a long time. I don't know how long. And they change the cover color every year, and sometimes it's very bright, a bit too much for me. So I really liked this green one for a long time. As you can see, it's quite old. You can see it, there's some things happen to it, some scratches, but not that I'm going to fully use Cousin at all, but I'm taking this for any kind of A5 notebook, and it's really easy to write on, nice to write on. So that's something I found for Hobonichi. And lastly, I want to share a few stationery related things that I found in my old closet. These pretty stickers are from Paris. I think in 2011 I visited Paris, and already at that time I was into stationeries, and I don't know if it's still there or no longer there, but I did visit this écriture, like writing, like stationery place, and got this very touristicy but very beautiful silver sticker that I did use a few of them, but we still have a few more to go. So this would be very beautiful if I stick it onto like some colored things, like something like this. So yeah, I'm going to take this home. I also found this very touristicy Eiffel Tower, which is pretty. So rather than getting it lost in the closet, I'm going to take this. And this is actually fun. I don't remember where exactly, but it was like a very classic place where they were selling old paper items, and those are the old stamps. I do remember using it a few times on my Hobonichi or I don't know, travel journal at that time, but rather than leaving it home, oh, this one is very pretty, have a like a Christmas vibe. So yeah, let's use them. So they are all going with me. And then I also found my old inks. This Tsukushi, the brown one, is the very first ink I got for my fountain pen. And I really loved writing in brown color. And this Fuyugaki is orange color, like dark orange that I was gifted. To be honest, orange was a bit too dark for me, too strong for me. The color was like something like this, so it was a bit too difficult for me to write with, so I haven't used it so much. But as I found those beautiful bottle with lots of ink still in it, I am now thinking of taking this one home. I do have I don't remember what the name is, but like blue ink with me, which I did use for quite a long time, but I haven't used it for at least like 6 months or so, which is sitting at home. but I'm thinking having a different option would be fun. And this brown is very beautiful, goes perfectly with brown cover, so this one would remain here, but I think I'm taking the brown color with me. This one is very beautiful. The longer I keep it in the fountain pen, it gets darker, which is also nice. And when I write a lot, it becomes very nice and light brown. So I'm excited to put ink into my fountain pen, which has dried up a long time ago. So it will be a nice motivation keeper for me. And then lastly, I think I also found this big box of washi tape. Ta-da! So I would say more than half, or actually like 80% or so, are the one that I bought, and some are what my mom bought. We share the same stationery vibe, so I have taken a few with me when I left this house, but some remains here. And look, I even found this traveler's edition. So I am thinking, now that I have Sticker Lily's booklet, this one, where I can stick some whatever stickers or washi tapes to carry around, I am thinking I still have quite a few pages left at the back. So I'm not gonna take the whole thing. I don't think I'm gonna take the whole thing, but this one is a very pretty one. I am thinking of cutting and putting some here to take some home. Why not? Because washi tape do get old, and especially the white one like this. Maybe you can see, but we get some dust. It does get old. Some gets very sticky. So rather than keeping it in a box and not being used forever, oh, this is moving. We should really make use of it. So I have shared this sticker release booklet when I was preparing for my trip. So if you haven't seen it, I will keep the link on the top. But this is great compared to other standard inserts from Traveler's Company. This one is slightly expensive. I mean, it is only a slightly, but and I wasn't sure if I will make use of it, but so far it's been great. And now I can add some washi to it. Why not? So those are the goodies to take home. I need to find out how to pack them, but I am excited to have a not new but new addition to what I have at the moment. I'm so excited about this. This is too pretty.